I'm extremely excited to select from the Windsor Spitfires, Taylor Hall.
From the Red Deer Rebels, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. From the Sarnia Sting, Nail Yakupov.
The Oilers are in a world of hurt here now.
The Oilers season has come to an end.
Welcome to Edmonton, Connor. Don't mess up everything we've built the last 5 years. # future is bright.
Taylor Hall, your tweet is going to go down as one of the most incisive, double-meaning, tongue-in-cheek ever. Welcome to Edmonton, Connor. Don't mess up everything we've built the last 5 years. Wait a second. You were joking, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I wasn't joking about the future's bright part, though.
No, but it was this sort of tongue-in-cheek that some people, I mean, I saw it on Twitter, the responses to you, some people were going, oh, well, you guys didn't do anything the last 5 years. It's like, you know, people got to chill a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, I think there was a small portion of the population that didn't understand it, but that's you're always going to deal with that when you try and make a joke on social media.
I think that's bumping you up now in the rankings on Twitter. You're right behind Roberto Luongo, who had an all-timer. I don't know if you saw this. After Germany beat Brazil 7-1 in the World Cup last year, he said, "No, I was not in goal for Brazil today." You got to love that guy. You got to love guys who just can poke fun at themselves.
Yeah, you have to. You know, after what we've been through the last 5 years, I think, you know, everyone knows that it's been tough, but at the same time, it's going to get better. And, you know, with Connor around and some of the changes that we've made, I think it's really exciting. And, you know, you can have fun with that.
You also tweeted, "Hey McDavid, left shot, black tape, left side." Now that could mean a couple of different things. Could mean if he's your center, you're telling him where to find you. Left shot, black tape, left side. Or it could mean you want him to tape your stick that way. Which one was it?
It's the first one. You know, I think whoever is going to play with him is going to have fun. He seems like a great kid and a great player, so we're all excited to have him. And you know, along with him, we have a few other prospects: Darnell Nurse, Leon, Draisaitl. It's going to be a good time in Edmonton soon.
So try to describe the turnaround in the franchise. The moment, and you were telling me you were actually in Las Vegas with some buddies when the draft lottery took place. Tell us what you thought, and also the way people are now looking at this team differently.
Yeah, it was you know, it was a really good day for our franchise. You don't want to be in a spot to be a lottery team at the end of the year, but we were, and we were fortunate enough to get that pick. So we're all excited. It seemed like that injected hope into our franchise and most importantly into our fans. So with Connor around, you know, Todd being our new coach, you know, players like myself that have been around for a long time, we're excited, and you know, we have to get better.
At what point do you go, wow, you know, I'm not the kid anymore? Because, I mean, you were the kid, and you know, you were so young when you started playing, and I mean, like, it's crazy how much you had to do on your own, you know, being a kid living in Edmonton. But is there a moment that you've gone, wait a second here, I'm actually a veteran?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I don't think I'm too much older than players like Connor and Darnell. But, you know, I'm 6 years older than Connor, so that's a long time. I feel like I'm not that old, but at the same time, I played 5 years, so I have to have some experience and try and be a leader in that room. And, you know, I'm trying to get better at that aspect every day.
What advice, have you spoken to Connor yet?
A little bit here and there, not since he's been drafted, but from all things that I've heard and what I've witnessed, he seems like a great kid and a guy that's going to bring a lot to our team right away. So
having been through what he's going to go through in a similar scale, I mean, the focus probably will be a little bit greater, but you were a first draft choice, you show up in Edmonton, and people immediately were talking, Taylor Hall, he's going to turn around this franchise, and there's no one player that could ever do that. So what advice would you give him?
Yeah, he's, you know, I thought I felt pressure as an 18-year-old. He has a lot of pressure on him, and it's our job in that dressing room to make sure that he doesn't feel that way and he feels comfortable. So it's going to be 20 guys that do it. It's not going to be one guy or two guys. It's going to be a whole team. And, you know, I think these last 5 years are a really good illustration of that it's not, you know, one or two guys that can change a franchise. It's a whole team and the whole philosophy and direction of a team. And I think we have that going now.
Before we go to break, you're wearing Under Armour. I know you're in a big area. It looks like a soccer field behind you. What are you doing there? And What's it like wearing those clothes?
It's great. Under Armour is a great brand to be with. It's been a few years now, and it's been a lot of fun. We're here shooting a commercial in Oshawa today. It's hard work, but it's a lot of fun dealing with these people, and it's going to be a good day.
So I got to say that was one of the worst questions I've ever asked. What's it like wearing those clothes? What the hell's wrong with me, man? I don't know what that is. Whose mouth did that come out of? Man, I got to redeem myself. You stay right there. We'll return for next question, and I'm going to turn it up.
All right, sounds good.
Next question. Next question. That is absurd.
Next question.
Next question.
Ask me a real question, okay?
Nope.
Next question, because it was stupid.
I'm going to be walking off soon,
Okay.
Michael.
John Tortorella, find a sense of humor. Time for next question. That segment where we get to ask anything we want, Taylor Hall, and you can either answer or pass by saying, next question. Will you abide by those rules?
Yeah.
Agree or disagree? Andrew Ference is a hippie.
Agree.
Have you seen him in his Prius in the winter in Edmonton?
No.
Kraft dinner, classic or white cheddar?
Classic.
Is it true that they threw Kraft dinner at you when you were in Barrie in the finals OHL back in 2010?
True, and I tried to take some home.
Did you pick up the bra that some woman threw at you in Edmonton after your hat trick?
No, I wasn't touching that.
So when you got that terrible scar, you actually tweeted, "The scar on my forehead is barely noticeable now thanks to," is it Live Relief?
Yeah.
Was that a real sponsorship?
No.
Oh, so you made that up?
Bobby Orr told me to tweet that.
And Bobby Orr would be your agent, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, basically it's true of any hockey player. What Bobby Orr says, you got to do.
Exactly.
The Edmonton Journal said that you're the Rodney Dangerfield of the NHL. Do you remember what his signature line was?
I don't even know who that is.
Rodney Dangerfield, he's like, I don't get no respect. I don't get no respect.
No, I don't know.
Snoop wore your jersey. What's your favorite Snoop song?
Drop It Like It's Hot.
Is Backstreet Boys' I Want It That Way still on your iPod? And be honest.
No.
But it was on your iPod, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, everybody made a big deal when they pulled your iPod back in 2010. Any One Direction on your iPod?
No.
Your teammate Ryan Nugent-Hopkins won a Honda Accord at the fantasy draft. Have you seen him drive it?
I think he gave it to his brother.
Oh, how good is that?
That's great.
Who gets asked for ID the most on your team on the road?
Nuge, for sure.
You played with Brent Burns at the Worlds. How long would it take you to grow a beard like that?
6 months, a year.
You had a competition with Eberle, right? You guys were talking about it. Who would grow it faster, you or Jordan?
I grow a more full beard. He just has kind of like a mustache, goatee. I don't even know what it is.
See, that is a great answer. You actually broke it down. How well do you know your head coaches? 5 seasons. You started with Tom Rennie, then Ralph Kruger, Dallas Aikens, Craig McTavish, Todd Nelson, now Todd McClellan, who coached you at the World. So let's see. Which of your coaches got fined $10,000 for saying after a game against the Kings, maybe the NHL needed Hollywood in the playoffs?
Todd McClellan.
No, I'm sorry. That was Tom Rennie.
Oh, wow.
Which coach played for the Dragons in Holland for 3 seasons in the early 90s?
Todd Nelson?
Todd McClellan. Which coach owned a clothing store in Trail, BC?
Tom Rennie?
Tom Rennie is correct. What sport is Ralph Kruger involved in right now? Do you know?
Soccer.
He's the chairman of Southampton FC. Dallas Aikens played 120 games in the NHL. How many goals did he score?
0.
0 is correct. Now, you got to listen carefully to this one. Which coach could be best compared to the Wicked Witch of the West after being sprayed with water? She, of course, said, "I'm melting, melting." Which coach would that be?
Dallas Aikens.
Did you guys ever end up laughing about that?
Yeah, the next day.
Which of your coaches would have the messiest office of all those guys?
Todd Nelson.
Which of your coaches would you be most afraid to see in the lobby of a hotel if you were returning a little bit late?
Tom Rennie.
Which coach is most likely to come out and have dinner with the team in the offseason?
Ralph Kruger.
He was a really funny guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, pleasure talking to you, Taylor Hall. Good luck with the rest of the summer. You're telling me you're having a good time, but so focused on training camp. And thank you for being part of the worst question I have asked in years. You must be very proud.
That was a tough one. Okay, thanks, Mike.
Good to talk to you.